What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows and some of the leaks that are happening on this game. Now, this is a interesting situation. I don't want to call it, like, all bad. I also don't really want to call it all good. I don't really care opinions, one way or another on this game. For it to start leaking around a month before the game comes out does seem like a pretty bad deal, for Ubisoft and for the thousands of people that worked on Shadows. You don't want your game out there a month early, but there's a few different things to talk about, right? Number one, the game is definitely out there, and it's kind of out there seemingly in two different ways. So one person, I believe, was able to actually download it through PlayStation, like digitally download the game. I think other people have verified that, all that jazz. On the other side of things, you have people selling, like mom and pop shops, the age old. You have them selling the game physically, and people are getting that, going home, and then like streaming it on Twitch and stuff. So you kind of have like a double whammy. Normally, you just kind of have one. Normally, you have like a random mom and pop shop in like New Zealand that gave the game out 2 weeks early by accident, and then you have a couple people playing it, a couple weeks before the game comes out. This time, you have that, and then you also have people just like turning on their PlayStation one day, it feels like, and just being able to play the game. Now, okay, a couple things to say from that. Well, I'm not going to show anything. I'm not even going to really say anything about what other people are saying. Oh, they showed this scene, they showed that scene. I mean, I guess if you want to know, it's out there. You got to do your own research. You got to, find it on your own. But there is stuff. Now, I mean, a thing to kind of say about that, though, right? I will come into a little bit of defense for Ubisoft, at least in this part. This is a tough thing to judge a game on, okay? Because from the reports that I'm seeing, people that were actually playing it, right? I didn't see any, like, specific scenes or anything like that, but I did see, like, kind of overviews, okay? But one of the things I keep seeing over and over again is this is a old build. This isn't even, like, okay, they're playing it a month before release, right? But this isn't even the build from, like, right now. This is a build from a little while ago, and Ubisoft is patching it, like, ongoing. Even right now, they even, I believe, issued a statement where they said, like, yeah, we're planning on patching it. And this is not like, oh, they're doing, like, damage control and stuff like that. I mean, maybe a little, but, like, generally, studios just do this in general. Like, they have their game coming out. If you were to play it a month before it comes out, it's not going to be in that perfect condition. They have a patch that they're waiting for, like, 3-4 days before the game comes out. Some reviewers might not even get that patch in their game. Some will. And then they'll put it out, and by the time the majority, right, most average Joes get Assassin's Creed Shadows and play it day one, they will have that patch. So playing it now, I mean, look, you can judge it on, like, the story and the characters and things like that, but just, oh my god, texture ripping or pop-ins or, this thing or that thing, a lot of that stuff I just think would be blatantly unfair to criticize, and I haven't seen it personally, but I just imagine, because, look, there's a lot of things to, I think, talk about when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows. I feel like that's not one of them, and I feel like that is something that some people online will look at. You see it all the time, some of these stupid people on Twitter and stuff. There's plenty of legitimate stuff to bring up, and they'll say, oh my god, look at the terrible, condition the game is in. You can't really judge it, right? I would just not. I mean, my personal opinion, I think that would be very, very stupid. I just don't think that's fair to the game. Now, I will say, okay, in terms of actually a positive, I think there was like a big like thread on Reddit, and it kind of went over, oh, there's all these different features in it, and this is what like the people that were playing it are thinking about it. I think like one of the earliest people that got the thing, or was playing it early, they actually really loved it. They're actually saying this is one of the better Assassin's Creed games that they ever made, even with it being an old build, and even with there being like noticeable problems on that end. They were still actually saying about how good the game was. So that's again, there's like story details and other things in there if you guys want to check it out on your own time. But no, I mean, that's actually a little surprising to me personally. We've talked about it a lot. I want to go in kind of with just like giving them the benefit of the doubt and like willing to try it out. We'll see what ends up happening, but again, not a great situation, one that I did kind of expect. It's a huge game. Regardless, if the game sells versus doesn't sell, I guess when I say it's a huge game, in name, in its legacy, in the franchise and stuff, this was bound to happen. It didn't need to happen a month before the game came out, but I imagine at some point before the game actually releases, you are going to have the leaks and you're going to have people that were just playing it early somehow, right? Every game, generally people figure out a way, or again, like a random store will just start giving it out to people, without any like reason to. So that was going to happen no matter what, but for it to happen like a month before, I think, again, like that's the part that I don't care what you think about the game, Yusuke, any of that kind of stuff. There was a lot of people that worked on this game. For it to leak an entire month before, that's kind of rough, because now you have to like it's out there. It's out there for the next 30 days until the game actually comes out. There's really nothing that anyone can do to stop it. They can try to take stuff down, but as time goes, as the weeks go, it's going to happen more and more. And then like when the reviews come out and all that jazz, there's probably going to be a couple people that like break the embargo, and that always happens as well. Like, this is kind of the floodgates opening. It's just opening, I think, faster than you would have thought that it would have. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.